how does a nearly 100-year-old legacy brand not just survive, but literally crush modern startups in the wellness space? Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the exact strategic blueprint of Himalaya Wellness. We're going to dissect the specific marketing strategies that have turned them into an absolute powerhouse in the herbal healthcare and personal care space. It's honestly a fascinating story of survival and adaptation. Think about the health and wellness industry right now. It is utterly flooded with new digitally native brands born on Instagram and TikTok, right? Yet here is a company founded all the way back in 1930, continuing to capture massive market share across everything from daily skincare to pharmaceuticals. So how exactly do they pull that off? To answer that, we're going to reverse engineer their strategic blueprint piece by piece. We'll start with the Himalaya brand identity, move into defining the target audience, then unpack the marketing mix playbook, look at navigating the competitive battlefield, and finally, evaluating success and challenges. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the Himalaya brand identity, which is really the engine of Ayurveda and science. Founded way back in 1930, Himalaya built a decades-long head start. I mean, your parents and maybe even your grandparents likely grew up seeing these products. Long before the current trend of natural wellness and plant-based alternatives exploded, Himalaya was quietly establishing consumer trust. And you know that generational authenticity? That is something modern brands simply cannot replicate overnight. Their entire philosophy really boils down to this specific promise. They are a trusted herbal wellness brand that combines the wisdom of Ayurveda with modern scientific research to deliver safe, effective, and natural products. They aren't just selling ancient remedies, and they definitely aren't selling lab-created chemicals. By marrying the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda with rigorous modern scientific validation, they give consumers total peace of mind. Let's move to section 2, defining the target audience. This is the consumer fuel that keeps their machine running. Instead of cornering a tiny, ultra-specific niche, Himalaya targets your entire household. They're going after men and women aged 18 to 60, middle and upper middle income consumers, working professionals, and even mothers and babies. They're in the bathroom cabinet for a professional's morning routine and in the nursery for parents seeking safe baby care. It's a true family-centric approach. But here is where it gets really smart. They are capitalizing on a massive behavioral shift. Today's consumers are actively fleeing unpronounceable harsh chemicals, right? By offering safe, plant-based herbal alternatives, Himalaya catches the exact consumer who is anxious about synthetic ingredients. They've perfectly aligned their historic 1930s identity with very modern anxieties. So how do they actually reach these buyers? That brings us to section 3, the marketing mix playbook, or the mechanics of the 4 Ps. First up is their product. Their portfolio is absolutely massive. We are talking about everything from personal care face washes, hair oils, and baby soaps, to herbal toothpaste and specialized Ayurvedic medicines. But it's not just about variety. Continuous innovation ensures all these products remain dermatologically tested and cruelty-free, making their herbal ingredients the undeniable star of the show. And their pricing strategy is just brilliant because it targets your wallet in 2 distinct ways. On one hand, they keep everyday items like daily face wash highly affordable with value-for-money packaging for the mass market. But for highly specialized health and wellness treatments, they successfully command a premium price. So they're capturing the everyday consumer while still generating those high margins. When it comes to distribution, their strategy is super simple. Be everywhere. Whether you walk into a tiny local Kirana store, a hospital pharmacy, an exclusive retail store, or you're panic ordering baby wipes on a quick commerce app at 10 p.m., Himalaya is there. This omni-channel presence guarantees that no matter where you live, you can get their products. Now, this is maybe my favorite part of their whole playbook. In a beauty industry completely obsessed with flashy Bollywood actors and pop stars, Himalaya takes a radically different route. Zero reliance on celebrity endorsements. Instead, they focus 100% on expert recommendations and healthcare professionals. By leaning on doctors and educational content, they build unshakable credibility. But operating at this scale is not easy. Let's look at section 4, navigating the competitive battlefield and assessing the roadblocks they face. Make no mistake, Himalaya is fighting a multi-front war. On one side, they are battling massive traditional heavyweights like Dapur, Patanjali, and Vicco. On the other side, they face intense pressure from aggressive, digitally native startups like Mama Earth and Biotique. And if that wasn't enough, you have multinational corporations constantly expanding their own herbal lines. The pressure is just relentless. If we map this out in a SWOT analysis, the battlefield becomes pretty clear. Internally, their biggest strength is that brand trust and massive R&D merging Ayurveda with science. But their weakness? A huge dependence on raw herbal ingredients and limited appeal for high-end luxury beauty buyers. Externally, the global wellness boom is a massive opportunity, but they're constantly threatened by fierce price competition and rapidly changing preferences. Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 5, evaluating success and challenges and what the future holds for the brand. If there is one key takeaway for their enduring success, it's their relentless consistency. They haven't abandoned their 1930s heritage, but they've modernized beautifully. They've mastered SEO and digital engagement to connect with modern audiences, all while continuing to deliver scientifically validated formulations that just create incredibly high customer loyalty. But, massive market share paints a giant target on your back. The most critical threat they face today isn't a competitor. It's counterfeits. Imagine buying a fake baby product. That doesn't just steal a single sale, it actively destroys a century of hard-earned trust in an instant. Battling those fakes is a daily, high-stakes fight to protect their credibility. As the beauty and wellness market continues to evolve at lightning speed, we have to leave you with this crucial question. Can Himalaya successfully balance its affordable, mass-market roots with the rising consumer demand for premium, personalized wellness products? It's a very delicate balancing act, and exactly how this heritage brand navigates it is going to determine if they dominate the next century.